Have you ever wondered what it really takes to become a hero? Do you know what Superman, Katniss Everdeen, Batman, Harry Potter all have in common? And I'm not just talking about fictional heroes, I'm even talking about real life heroes like Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and other people who have changed the world. So Joseph Campbell talks a lot about the hero's journey, and it is one of the most popular mythologies that we have. And if you're not familiar with the work of Joseph Campbell, he basically talks about the fact that myths have a very strong basis in our psychology and that they're very powerful in helping you form a perception of reality. Now here's why you need to pay attention to this video. In our modern society, in all of our glory and bravado about knowing everything, we have lost something that was a very essential part of the human experience, and that is myths. A strong mythology gave the child ideals. It told him or her how to behave. It gave him someone to look up to. And that is how a lot of us used to conceptualize what was good and bad. But now we don't have that. We as a collective society have lost interest in myths and ancient ideologies. And one of the most powerful metaphors for life that were out there was the hero's journey. And through this video, I'll show you how you can apply this metaphor to your own life and become a hero for yourself. So let's begin. The hero's journey can be visualized as a circle through which the hero keeps going again and again. Now there are two halves of this circle. One where the hero lives his ordinary world. This is where everything is known and he lives an ordinary life. And the other is the extraordinary world. One where he takes action and fights the demons and saves the world. If you're going to become a hero, this is the journey you'll have to go through. We start at the status quo. This is how your life has been so far. Everything is normal and you live an ordinary life. However, there is something that is wrong with the world. Something doesn't feel right, but you live on anyway. Then you get the call to action. It can be anything that beckons you to venture into the extraordinary world. Maybe you're in the Hunger Games and your sister is being taken as tribute, so you volunteer. Or maybe you get into a near-death car accident. Whatever the case may be, something will deeply move you and you will be instigated to take action. However, here's what separates the heroes from the cowards. The cowards don't heed to their call to action. They settle into mediocrity because they don't want to leave the status quo. They either get scared or someone talks them out of it. And this is why most people can never become heroes. This is why I'm making this video. Heed to your call to action. Maybe your doctor just told you that you're dangerously overweight. Or maybe you just suffered a huge financial loss. Maybe you lost a parent. Whatever the case may be, if something happens in your life that deeply moves you, listen to it and take the leap of faith. Just by doing this alone, you'll be ahead of 90% of the population. Once you take the call to action, you will depart from your normal world. You'll be in unfamiliar territory. You won't know what it is that you're doing and you'll be challenged every single day. Your transformation will begin. You will start to become a hero as you keep moving along this path. Then eventually you will run into challenges, very hard problems that you will need to take a lot of effort to solve. Problems that will throw you off track. Maybe you start a business and all your investors pull out. Or maybe you go to war and you're the last soldier standing to protect your country. You will get tested to your limits, but you will have to push and push and push until you cannot anymore. Until it physically starts to hurt and you're sure that you cannot make it. And just before you're about to give up, you reach this point. Rebirth or death. Will you die? Will you let the pressure of the external world crush you? Will you listen to the naysayers and give up and end all of it? Your journey will truly have been for nothing. You will die here, metaphorically speaking, and go back to how you were before, or even worse. But you can also be reborn if you persevere and survive. If you come out on top. If you play the game of life the right way, you will be reborn. You will be stronger, better, and smarter than you were before. And all of this will lead to your transformation. You're definitely a different person at this point. You have successfully completed your cycle of the hero's journey. For all intents and purposes, you've been a hero. You will now have your new identity. You'll no longer be a scared wimp. You will be the ferocious warrior who took the call to action and did what it took. You will be the person that you will be proud to look at in the mirror. These are the kind of people they write stories about. These are the people who change the world. You will rightly take your place with the other heroes because very few people actually make it this far. You will return with this transformed body and mind to your familiar surroundings. You will be in the same place where you were before, but you'll be a different person. You will have grown a lot and have defeated your demons. But as you can see, this is a circle. The hero's journey never ends because there will always be another call to action. You will always have to continually evolve in order to be a hero. I think this is a perfect analogy for life. We all have our hero's journey. Most of us settle into mediocrity and don't venture beyond our surroundings. A few people take the call to action and decide to slay their dragons. Even fewer people actually survive and go through the transformation. But once they return with their new identity, they cannot get complacent. They have to go through it over again because life continually keeps changing and they'll have to evolve in order to survive to be a hero another day. I hope you learned something new in this video, and if you did, then please click the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching.